For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you a bit of a review video on a product from Dometic. So with me here today I've got Dometic Rally 150D Featherlight Shield. So it's an awning that's had a bit of a facelift really for the new season. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an insight into what's happened and a bit of clarification where the Rally sits in comparison to the Rally Tour. So the Rally is probably one of Dometic's and formerly Camper's longest running awnings they do. Something simple, built well, but gives you a good amount of space and very good quality. So what we've got is a poled awning that uses a alloy frame. So again, lightweight, designed to be put up and down really nice and easily. But it's with their Weather Shield 150D material. So it's a 150D fabric, so good, robust, something that's decent, will have a good sort of lifespan to it, but isn't sort of too bulky and heavy, and that's when you're feeling it through the rail. Makes a real big difference itself. So there's a multiple amount of sizes you can do. So they do in widths, a 2 meter, 260, 330 and a 390. With me here I have actually got the this is the 390 size, so it's the largest one. One thing that's nice, actually, it goes just to two big nice panels as well. So what you find, it's not until you get down to the 200, which we've got around the corner, I'll show you later on, shows you kind of how much air and sort of, that feels, there's a lot of windows in it, so it feels light, fresh and airy inside more than anything. The panels all basically, on the front panels, roll up, so it keeps it nice and tidy. Very minimalistic in the way it kind of looks, which is nice. You've got, on this case, 3 upright poles to go in, so the roof pole is separate to the leg pole, and then you've got 2 braces that kind of give it its main sort of torsion. As standard, it comes with kind of a draft skirt, but I would highly recommend buying some additional storm straps just to kind of give it belts and braces really, it works nicely. We've got leg adjusters as well, so you can adjust the height, so if you're on an even ground, you've got a little bit of play in there as well. We've got a nice strong mud skirt that runs directly all the way around it. The side doors, as you can probably just about see, are a fixed door that roll directly back. There is mesh in both those as well. So again, you can have the airflow, which on the back we can certainly have, and you can get in and out without having to use the front doors. So if you wanted to zip the front doors down, have your sort of table and chairs there, that works really quite nice and neatly. Wherever you've got kind of the big windows, what you also do have is privacy curtains as well. So you've got curtains like you can probably see on this one. They can roll themselves up, so then you get light directly in, but then when you want to leave the site, for example, just velcro them down. Very simple and easy to use, but just sits really nicely. Matching guy lines work really quite well, and this sort of slightly neutral grey I think will kind of fit and look great on any kind of caravan itself. We've got a new apex vent located up here as well to help circulate airflow, and actually it's been trimmed down to there's no extra wing on the previous version, so I think it just makes it look a lot smarter. And I said you've got double zips on the doors, so you want to have a little bit of airflow, you can utilise that really quite nice and neatly. I appreciate we haven't got it pitched on a caravan, just got it pitched on a rail, but it's just the easiest purpose to sort of show you throughout the video itself. What we'll do, in fact, let's bring the camera around inside of it just to get a better understanding of the awning itself. In we go. So at the back of the caravan, what we've got is a foam pad. This basically allows you to buy some additional storm poles or rear upright poles that basically press against the caravan and minimise the draft. There's a little slot up there to fit that in directly into, and then you've got little pre-punched holes with limpets, so the little sucker systems just to get that seal against the caravan. Works really well. As mentioned, you've got a real nice big mesh side doors to get the airflow directly into the actual awning itself, but the headroom is really quite small. The one thing you'd like at this design in particular is when it arcs to the front, spatially it feels much bigger. You have to put your furniture and tables and chairs closer to the front just to maximise your space. So even though it's a standard depth of 2.5 meters, or old metric term, 7 foot, it feels a bit bigger because everything's not kind of curving in with you. And when you see other poled awnings that kind of go from right to left rather than say front to back, it does then feel a bit more pokey inside. As mentioned, you've got these aluminium brace bars that are come included, so you can expand it out and get a bit more tension. So not only you got one on the front panel, but you also got one in the roof section as well, just to get the water pooling off properly as it should do, and just get that tension looking really quite sharp. So the envy of everyone else on the campsite. One thing that where this differs to, say, for example, they do a rally tour is the fabric. So what you do between the normal Rally 150 and then the tour, things you benefit from. The tour has a slightly different fabric, so it's a ripstop material, slightly thicker gauge, 300D as well. So thicker fabric. You have this ability for the side panels to zip off, so you can have things like annexes, which isn't an option on this. It's more to hit a keen price, and the front panels can zip off as well. So your sides and the front are removable when you move to the upper spectrum of the Tour, and you also got a height adjustment on the Tour as well. So this is purely meant for caravans, whereas the model up, it can then fit motorhomes. So we've done a separate video on that which you can check out in detail as well, so that's definitely worth a look. But I think as a whole, so being one of probably Dometic as a brand's longest running models, it's one of those things. It's not broke, don't try to fix it. And all they've done is give it a little bit of aesthetical change to make it look a bit sharper. We've got the extra apex vents, again less wings on the side, so it does look a bit more streamlined. But again, it's just a small minor improvement, but I thought it'd be good to do a bit of a refresh video. I think the last time we did one of these was maybe 8 or 9 years ago, so it's been a while since we've done this, or this particular model anyway. But for more questions or queries, by all means check the link below this video. It'll take you straight through to our website, where we've got all information on things like pack sizes, floor dimensions, individual features all listed for you as well as our pitching video we've done on this. I mean, depending on the size, of course, one person, myself, can pitch it on my own 13, 14, 15 minutes probably in that region. Obviously depends on where you are, grass, hard standing and whatnot, but the principle is still exactly the same.